At work the other day, someone said that thing again.
What thing?
That phrase, like you hear it constantly. My boss emailed, let's touch base next week.
Yeah. Touch base. Hear that one a lot.
Right. And I was thinking, I know what it means, sort of, but what are we actually doing when we touch base? Sounds a bit odd.
Yeah, it's one of those phrases, isn't it? Just becomes background noise.
Exactly. So welcome back to Chill Office, everyone.
Hey there.
Today, let's get into this whole touch base thing. We use it all the time. Got to touch base with marketing. Did you touch base on that report?
For sure. And basically, it just means making contact, right? Like connecting with someone. Usually it's pretty quick, get an update, maybe share a bit of info.
Just check everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, that's the core idea, making sure you're aligned on whatever it is you're talking about. Business, mostly, but you hear it casually, too.
Okay, so quick check-in. But the phrase itself, touch base, where's that from? It still sounds a bit, physical.
Well, the most common idea, the one everyone seems to agree on, is baseball.
Baseball. Seriously, get out of here.
No, really, think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking. Players running bases.
Right, and what do they have to do at each base?
I'll touch it.
Exactly. They physically have to make contact with the base to be safe, to keep going, to eventually score. Each base is like a checkpoint.
Okay. I'm starting to see it now.
So that physical act of touching the base, that checkpoint idea, it kind of turned into a metaphor, right?
A metaphor for just making contact, checking in.
Yeah, like you're hitting those necessary points in a project or conversation, making sure you've, connected before moving on.
So in baseball, touching the base means you're good, you're progressing.
Yeah.
At work, it means we're still connected on the project, we know the latest.
That's pretty much it. Each time you touch base, it's like a mini checkpoint. Keeps everyone looped in.
Baseball, never would have guessed. But we use it for loads of stuff, not just work projects,
Oh, definitely. Super common in the office, like we said, but yeah, it pops up everywhere.
Okay, give me some examples, like real world stuff. Where else am I touching base?
Well, at work, the classic manager one. Let's touch base next Tuesday about the client feedback scheduled update.
Right, standard. What about like with mates?
Totally. You might text someone, hey, just want to touch base. Are we still on for drinks tonight? Just confirming plans, basically.
Okay, sorting out logistics. Makes sense. What if it's like a bigger group?
Good one. Maybe you're organizing, a team lunch or something. You might say, need to touch base with everyone who RSVP'd to get their orders.
Checking everyone's still in and ready.
Exactly. Or even with family. Someone might call and say, hi, just touching base, see how your week's going.
Oh, that's nice. Just a casual check-in.
Yeah, or even like practical stuff. I got to touch base with the plumber about that leak.
Okay, getting info, checking status. So it's really flexible then. Formal work stuff to just like saying hi.
Pretty much. It covers a lot of ground.
It's easy to just say the phrase, but like, why is it useful? Does it actually help? Got any stories? Like office drama? Kidding, mostly.
Well, maybe not drama, but yeah, it matters. Think about, remember John and Sarah on that presentation thing?
Oh yeah, vaguely. What happened there?
Well, they kind of went off and did their own parts, right? Didn't really talk much, didn't, touch base. Yeah. So John thought everything was fine, but Sarah was actually really struggling with her bit, like properly stuck.
And nobody knew.
Not until they finally did connect pretty late in the game, and Sarah's like, help! And John actually had some ideas, but, well, they could have saved a lot of stress if they just touched base earlier.
Totally. Assuming everything's okay when it's not. A quick, hey, how's it going? Could have fixed that. Okay, another one. Maybe a good example.
Sure. Think about Jane and Tom, different project.
Yeah.
They actually decided to do a super quick, like literally 2-minute touch base every single morning.
Every day. Wow.
Yeah, just, morning, what's up? Need anything? That kind of thing. And because they did that, they actually spotted this like potential issue really early on, something that could have messed things up.
And they fixed it.
Yep. Worked together, sorted it out before it became a big deal. They actually finished ahead of schedule, partly because they were communicating so well.
So those little check-ins, they actually work. It's not about having another pointless meeting.
Exactly. It's just about staying connected. Simple. And, the fact that we use touch base so much in business, maybe it says something.
Like what?
Like maybe it's a way to feel connected or signal progress without, committing to a massive hour-long meeting. It feels lighter.
Yeah, like a quick pulse check. Okay, I like it. Hit me with some fun facts, stuff I can drop casually.
All right, fun facts. 1, like we said, it really does seem to come from baseball. Picture yourself sliding into home next time you say it.
Huh? Okay.
Fact 2.
2. It's apparently also used in the military. Soldiers touching base with their superiors shows that quick check-in idea is important in, like, serious organizations, too. It's interesting. Military and baseball. Okay, number 3.
And 3, just how incredibly common it is in business speak. Emails, meetings, it's everywhere. Part of the corporate wallpaper, almost.
Yeah, no kidding there. Okay, quiz time for me, just making sure I got this. What does touch base mean again, basically?
It means to make contact with someone, usually for a quick update or just to check in.
Got it. Nailed it. Okay, so I feel like I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Are there, like, other ways to say it so I don't sound like a broken record?
Oh, for sure. Plenty of options.
Like,
Well, check-in is probably the closest synonym. Really similar vibe.
okay, check in. Good one.
You could also say catch up, though that sometimes implies like slightly longer, more social chat. But it can work.
Right, maybe less formal.
Follow-up is good too, especially if you've already talked about something once. Just wanted to follow up on our chat from yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And even just saying something like keep in touch or let's connect soon captures a similar idea of maintaining contact.
Okay, cool. Good alternatives. What about the opposite? Like if you don't touch base, what's the word for that?
The main ones would be lose touch or maybe fall out of touch.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Like you haven't spoken to someone in ages.
Exactly. The connection's gone cold because you haven't been, well, touching base.
Gotcha. And you mentioned something else, touch and go. Is that related?
Yeah. Good catch. It uses touch, but it's totally different. Touch and go means like a situation is really uncertain or risky.
Oh, right. Like the project deadline was a bit touch and go there for a while.
Exactly. Nothing to do with checking in. Just shows how one little word can pop up in different phrases with completely different meanings, you know?
Language, eh?
Yeah.
Always trying to trip you up.
Tells me about it.
Well, this has actually been super helpful, seriously. So bottom line, touch base, quick contact, check-in, update, probably from baseball.
That's the gist of it.
And it's actually like useful for keeping things running smoothly. Work stuff, friend stuff, everything, making sure everyone's kind of pointing the same way.
Yeah. It's a small phrase, but it does a useful job. Helps keep communication lines open, stops things from going off the rails because someone didn't know something.
Definitely makes you think, though. How often do I just say it versus actually like using it well? Could I be checking in better sometimes?
It's a good takeaway. Thinking about how and when we use it.
For sure. All right, well, that's our look at touch base. Hope that helps clear things up a bit.
Hopefully.
Remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect. Just survive. See you next time.